I'm going to tell you and teach you everything you need to know about making a Presbyterian. Now, a Presbyterian is essentially a bourbon Moscow Mule. So homemade iPic ginger beer and bourbon, but ours is extra special because we're making our own house-infused cherry bourbon. We start with Evan Williams bourbon. This is 100% sour mash bourbon whiskey. It was created by Kentucky's first distiller, Evan Williams. And we infuse that bourbon with whole vanilla bean, as well as some whole spices. And most importantly, for every liter of bourbon, we have an entire pound of sour cherries. And that makes our beautiful cherry bourbon. So we're going to make this just like we make the Ante Diablo and the Lemon Berry Mule. We're going to start with a nice cool highball glass, completely full of ice. And then first thing, you're getting the hang of it now, club soda. And remember, we put that in first. Why? Because it's the lightest thing, and that carbonation is naturally going to rise, and it's going to mix the cocktail for us. So a little bit of science at work for us behind the bar. Now, a couple little extra ice cubes, because that's going to melt just a little bit. Again, you want it full of ice. It's going to keep it nice and cold. Now, the next thing that's going to go in is our bourbon. Remember that jigger right here between these two fingers. You've got that extra hand to use. 45 milliliters, which is 1.5 ounces. That's going to go right on top. And you see it's a little bit heavier, and it's just going to start to sink down. It's going to start kind of mixing itself. And then we're going to finish it off with our mule mix. Again, 3 parts of ginger syrup, 1 part lime juice. All you have to do is fill that up to the top. It's the heaviest. It's going to sink itself. See, the drink has already mixed itself. You got science at work for you. We'll give it a quick straw taste. That'll help mix it just a touch. Make sure it's delicious. You taste bourbon. You taste ginger syrup. Taste that little bit of lime juice, kind of balancing it out. And now we're going to finish it off with some of our homemade maraschino cherries. And these are, again, another signature. You want to talk about it with your guests. It's something really special, really unique for guests to remember about us. Beautiful fresh mint. Remember, the most famous bourbon cocktail with mint is a mint julep. So this really kind of brings those together. A little bit of slap to bring that to life. That's going to go right in the back. Kind of nice little garnish. And then our lemon. Now our lemon, we don't want seeds in there, so we're going to cut it in half. Cut it in quarters. And you'll see right in the middle there is where the seeds and kind of that pith is. We're just going to cut that right out at an angle. Those seeds pop right out. Now you have a beautiful lemon, nice and juicy, no seeds in there. One little slice here, so it goes right on the side, and that is the Presbyterian. And again, you can sell it as a bourbon Moscow Mule here at iPic. Cheers.